Hey friends, I need your help. I have an addiction. It might be killing me. I am addicted to QAnon. I've now made 1,000 videos about this conspiracy theory, and every time a new one crosses my path, I fall down another rabbit hole where all I can do is just gaze and wonder at the true depths that humanity can sink to. That was a lot of mixed metaphors. Hopefully you stuck around for it. Hold on to your hat because the latest one is pretty good. So back in December of 2018, just before Christmas, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg underwent surgery for early lung cancer. At the age of 85, any surgery is going to be difficult, but luckily she came through just fine. She was released the day after Christmas and declared cancer-free. By mid-February, she was back on the bench, appearing before the public. Or was she? Maybe that's just what they want you to think. And by they, I mean the same liberal establishment that's been hiding a pedophile ring in the basement of the Alamo. Wait, I mean a pizza parlor, whatever. Maybe they actually are covering up the fact that the notorious RBG is in fact dead. Why would they do this? Great question. It's simple. The liberal establishment wants to prevent Donald Trump from appointing another Supreme Court justice. So they simply weekend at Bernie RBG until Trump is out of office. Then we get a Democrat in, and then the Democrat can nominate a new Supreme Court justice once it's revealed, oh, RBG just died. Wink, wink. Now, clearly this plan makes perfect sense, except for a few minor details. First and foremost, Merrick Garland. Democrats actually had a chance to put a Supreme Court justice on the bench while Obama was in power, but they royally fucked it up, allowing Republicans to stall the process until Trump could get into power. This tells us two things. One, Democrats are completely unable to complete simple tasks like legally appointing a justice when they have the power to do so. And two, this tells us that it's possible to stop a president from appointing the justice he wants without covering up the death of an extremely prominent person for 2 to 3 years. The other minor detail that's getting in the way of this plan is that Ruth Bader Ginsburg has appeared before the public many times since her surgery. She's been seen on the bench. She's written 4 majority opinions this year alone. And even fucking TMZ got photos of her walking around post-surgery. You better believe that if a bitch is dead, TMZ's gonna find out. Those very minor details have not stopped QAnon followers from continuing to push this conspiracy theory. Last Thursday, they organized a mass telephone calling in which they contacted the Supreme Court demanding proof of life. But better proof of life than photos of her walking around or reading the detailed majority opinions she wrote. Let's see how that went for them.
Public information.
Yeah, I was calling because I have concerns about Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
Mrs. Ginsburg is alive and well, sir.
Well, back in January, Fox News showed that, she had died. And on the Supreme Court website, they actually showed when she left back in November when she was having her health issues, but they never had an announcement or showed when she returned.
You are calling the court right now, and I'm telling you that she is alive and well, and she was actually took the bench after when she recovered from surgery, and she was in the bench in February and March and April, May, and June, and now she has had a big interview this summer, and she's had multiple appearances at different events this summer, and the court's term begins on October 7th this year, so the court will pick back up, and all arguments are open to members of the public, and you could come for yourself.
Oh, it'll be open to the public on October 7th, so I can actually go into the Supreme Court?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Oral arguments are always open for members of the public.
Okay. The problem is that there's this idea that there's this body double that's been being used that looks similar to her, but is not her.
She's alive and well. She's alive and well, sir.
Why was there no announcement on the Supreme Court website of her return? They showed that she left.
I have call waiting, sir. I have call waiting. I'm telling you, she's alive and well. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Well, all right. So That's interesting, because I had heard that they were not allowing the public into the actual court chambers to view. Although I'm sure it's going to be the body double that shows up on October 7th. Okay, so that was my phone call, guys. She's obviously irritated. I think there's probably been a lot of people who've made this phone call today. So thank you for all who have participated.
Please, can someone give that woman a raise? Because holy shit, I would not have been able to be that nice to someone that thick. That's thick with a CK, not CC, but same. This moron has been invited to come see Ruth Bader Ginsburg alive and well in person in the Supreme Court. And his response is body double. I'm sure it's going to be the body double that shows up on October 7th. There's literally no convincing them. If only they had thought to arrange like a secret code with Ruth Bader Ginsburg before she went into surgery, so that in the middle of a Supreme Court hearing, this neckbeard could stand up and scream, "Prove yourself." And then RBG would respond like, "Capuchin monkey," or whatever. And then we could just put this whole thing to rest. Only that wouldn't put it to bed, because then they would decide that the code must have been compromised by the liberal elites hacking 8chan and passing the phrase to the body double. And oh God, it's happened. I've now interacted so much with QAnon. I'm thinking like QAnon. My brain is broken. That's it. I'm done. Guys, the next time you see me, it's going to be my body double, because I'm dead from the stupid.